Hi guys, today we're going to be solving an inequality. So some things that we need to know is solving an inequality is just like solving a regular equation. We just have the inequality symbol to go with it. So to solve, we want to get the variable alone. That means on one side of the inequality or the other. And then we want you to state your solution in interval notation, just like the last lesson. Big reminder here though, if you multiply or divide by a negative, you must flip the inequality. Big part is by, not into, but by. That means the division is underneath and the bottom number would be negative. All right, so first thing we have here, it says 2x plus 4 is greater than or equal to 24. Looking at the problem itself, my variable is alone. So I want to solve for that variable. That means I want to get this guy all by himself. In order to do that, I have to subtract 4 off of both sides first. That would leave me 2x is greater than or equal to 20. I'm then going to want to divide by 2. And that'll tell me x is greater than or equal to 10. I do a quick check, and I check my bottom number. It is not negative, what I divided by, so I'm going to leave my inequality by itself. So going back to my answer, I have x is greater than or equal to 10. That's good. Again, we're going to want to write this in interval notation. My smallest number, since it says x is greater than or equal to 10, it's telling me that x is everything larger than 10. So this is 10, comma, and remember, infinity. My infinity gets a parenthesis. We already know that. But my 10, because it says or equal to here, is going to get a bracket. And then that is my answer. Okay, so my answer is written like that in interval notation. Try the next one. Okay, so for this one, it states that negative 9x plus 5 is less than or equal to negative 85. I want to get my variable alone, so here's my variable. I want that alone. I'm going to start by subtracting off 5 from both sides. That's going to leave me negative 9x is less than or equal to negative 95. Remember, when they have the same signs, we add and keep the sign. So the next thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to divide by negative 9 on both sides. And again, did you hear how I read that? I want to divide by negative 9 on both sides. The reason why I'm pulling the emphasis to that is because we are going to get x and 10 again. And this inequality, because I'm dividing by a negative number, is going to change directions. It is going to go greater than or equal to. And got the same answer twice. Look at that. So what's going to happen now is, again, we got to write our interval notation. It tells me that 10 is greater than x, so 10 is my smallest number. X is greater than 10. We put infinity on this side. Infinity gets a parenthesis. Because of the or equal to, 10 gets a bracket. And there is my answer in interval notation. All right, so now when we look at these, if you notice, forgot the word, right try up there. I have a variable on both sides. Okay, so it reads negative 2w plus 3 is greater than negative 4w minus 1. The problem I have here is my variable's not on one side. So I'm going to want to move a variable so it is on one side or the other and not have it on both. My preference would be to move my w to the left-hand side and my constants to the right-hand side. And I'm going to go about doing that. So I'm going to add 4w here, add 4w here. This is going to give me 2w plus 3 is greater than negative 1. I'm then going to subtract 3 off of both sides. That's going to give me 2w is greater than negative 4. And then I need to divide by 2. W is greater than negative 2. Again, I'm going to check it to make sure this inequality is correct. Looking at my bottom number, it is positive, so my inequality stays the same. This tells me that W's are bigger than negative 2, making negative 2 my smallest number, infinity my largest. Infinity gets a parenthesis, and so does my negative 2 because there is not an or equal to line. And that is my answer in interval notation. Try the next one. So again, it says 10 plus 5x is less than or equal to 3x plus 2. I prefer my variables on the left-hand side and my constants on the right. You can have it different. You can move your variables to the right and your constants to the left. We will still get the same answer. So this is going to leave me with 10 plus 2x is less than or equal to 2. I'm going to subtract 10 off of both sides. 2x is less than or equal to negative 8. Divide by 2. X is less than or equal to negative 4. Again, let me check it to make sure my inequality is correct. My 2 that I am dividing by is positive, therefore my inequality is fine the way it is. We are going to then write it in interval notation, and because it says x is less than or equal to negative 4 is my bigger number. So negative 4 is over here, and the smaller number, because nothing's listed, is negative infinity. We know that infinity or negative infinity gets a parenthesis. But looking at my inequality, this has an or equal to line. That means my negative 4 is going to have a bracket. And that is your answer in interval notation. If you have any questions, ladies and gentlemen, just let me know. You can always email me.